A warning to anyone arriving on this island. I don't know if this note will survive the test of time, but I will leave it here regardless. This island is controlled by a sinister institute that is here to research the ancient discoveries made on it. I've witnessed countless deaths, negligence, and abuse of my fellow associates at the hand of the institute, all done to further their research. If you have arrived by choice, I would suggest turning back. In case you are stranded, I have left a capacitor that can power up the stations around the island. Find your way to the communication station, or a working vessel. I'm leaving for the lighthouse. Do not follow in my steps. If you enter, you will not be able to return.
This strange contraption had us puzzled for a while, until we discovered that the rings had to be aligned in a certain rotation. Fortunately, we solved it in time before it was ordered to be dismantled by the overseers. Troublingly, the enigma reset several hours after being solved, requiring a new solution after each reset. This discovery spurned the overseers further. The Institute wanted it to be dismantled immediately, but the demolition crew was unsuccessful. They attempted to destroy the structure with explosives, but according to them, it's coated in some sort of alchemical substance that prevents any tampering. All attempts from the workers to remove it have failed. The overseers have now permanently stationed one of the scientists to solve it every time the enigma changes.
Surely this plane of existence would not be without the alchemical elements. And to the people of Kredolis I gave wisdom and knowledge, and delivered them from the Atlantean society, engrossed in shameful practices. They were certainly an evil, corrupted people. I have truly blessed you with knowledge from before your time that all of mankind does not know, for I was not absent at those times. This knowledge rests with your people alone. Let those endowed with knowledge know the symbols and order of alchemy: fire, water, air, earth. If only you knew.
The kingdom of Atlantis is in disarray. But do they know that when the temple lies in ruins and technology is worshipped, indeed the kingdom will be in disarray? They have embraced that which they encompass in knowledge but lack in wisdom. And of them are those who believe in it. And of them are those who do not believe in it. Will they not use reason? The knowledge does not wrong the people at all, but it is the people who lack wisdom, who are wronging themselves. For them is brief enjoyment in Atlantis. Then we will observe how was their end. The temple must be rebuilt.
I was assigned to figure out how to open the pedestal in the library, and it took longer than I thought. At the end of the day, I realized that some piece was missing, so I told the overseers that I needed more time. They got agitated and had the scientists design a device that could force the pedestal to open. The same thing happened when it took too long to lower the stone slab at the entrance of the hub. If they're going to brute force every enigma, why even recruit a heuristic scientist? I thought that I'd be able to explore and research the findings on this island, but my work is constantly being disrupted by the overseers. We've finally discovered Atlantis and all of its wonders, but the Institute only wants to enter the lighthouse as fast as possible. What could be in there that they want so much?
Atlantis is in turmoil. The tremors are growing in severity with every passing day, and we have already lost a district to the oceans. Our king has at last heeded the calls of the oracles, and a new temple shall be built. But will it be in vain? We have abandoned the old temple for such a long time, and now it lies in ruins. I have been sent to the district of Kredolis to aid in the construction of the new temple. But as I sit in the library writing this, I can feel the tremors rising in strength. I do not believe we will complete the temple in time. Why have the Ascended Masters abandoned us? Not all are to blame for what the people of Atlantis have done. I only wish the district of Kredolis to be spared.
Knowledge, wisdom, in that there is no doubt. That which is above is of that which is below, and that which is below is of that which is above, working the miracles of one as all things were from one. Its father was the sun, and its mother the moon. Atlantis carried it, and the Ascended Masters nourished it, as earth which shall become water. Feed the ocean of that which is corrupt. With the greatest power it descends from earth to the depths, and becomes ruler over that which is above, and that which is below. Exalted is Agartha.
Today, ancient underwater pedestals were discovered across the island that contained large mystical orbs. We believe that they acted as a key or energy device that was at one point used to open a library deep within Atlantis. At least, that's what we could decipher from the inscriptions on it in the short time we had. There are several scattered around the island, and I believe more yet to be found. The Institute is in the process of gathering them, and they're being very secretive in their approach. As soon as we find one, the overseers take it away. I wonder if they know more about them. I'm amazed at the level of technology the Atlantean people possessed. We can't find any records as to how they obtained this level of progress. It's as if it was given to them. We found many scrolls that mentioned Ascended Masters. Who were these masters? We've discovered that this ancient vortex has been active since the fall of Atlantis. Part of the island was claimed by the forces of the earthquakes, and it has left a very deep abyss at this location. The Institute wants to use the vortex as a power source for the stations around the mine. The workers began constructing a generator that utilizes the seemingly perpetual centrifugal forces of the vortex to charge the capacitors. Sadly, an incident has occurred while they were building a walkway. One of the construction workers fell into the vortex because of the lack of adequate safety equipment. I've brought this up many times with the overseers in the past, but they didn't seem to care. I'm starting to question my safety working for the Institute.
Security alert. Contamination detected. Lockdown initiated. This attempt is unauthorized. Response team. Alert. Code. Isolate. Contain. Stabilize. Individual. You are charged with socio-endangerment level 5. Please assume your designated inspection position. Failure to cooperate will result in permanent reassignment.
We were able to breach deeper into the lighthouse today. We found walls with many types of unrecognizable symbols, large books of ancient texts we can't decipher, and numerous vials with strange unidentifiable liquids. There are hundreds of large rooms and hallways. Many rooms are sealed or behind traps. Unfortunately, we've already lost a scientist to one of them. Despite that, the Institute has taken great interest in our findings and is pressuring us to explore deeper. From what we've discovered, we think this lighthouse belonged to those who the Atlanteans called Ascended Masters. More specifically, Hermes Trismegistus. Some of the scientists are refusing to go any further until their safety can be guaranteed, and I stand by them. There have been too many casualties already. The workers have been trying to dismantle, burrow through, and blow up every wall and sealed door. They have been met with failure at every instance. It seems the only way further is through the traps. The casualties and the missing are piling up. Some got lost in the hallways, some have died in traps. Since the scientists started refusing to continue, the Institute has been bringing in people who are more desperate for money and work, probably on the promise that they'll be working in safe conditions. There are colossal contraptions and enigmas to solve, and we have the smartest people working on them. When we believe we solved one, the overseers send in one of those unlucky people. They usually die or get severely injured. The Institute doesn't seem to consider the morality of these practices. Many scientists have resigned over this, but curiosity keeps most of us continuing our work. While doing a survey of the surrounding ocean floor, we discovered this ancient contraption alongside others. It didn't seem significant at first, but when we sent a submarine down for a closer look, it was apparent that it was built by the Ascended Masters. I believe this machine caused the deluge that sunk Atlantis. It used two large underground dampers that generate a seismic wave, which travels across the world and causes enormous tidal waves. After studying it further, I found out that it operates on a 10,000-year cycle. We were lucky to find it right before it was about to activate, so we had to quickly attach a suppressor to stop it. However, it can still be manually triggered by inputting the year it was supposed to be activated. The inscriptions explain that it was built to prevent a negative harvest by restarting civilization before it got corrupted, and 10,000 years was calculated as the historic tipping point.
Recall, people of Kredolis, when we saved you from the society of Atlantis, who were afflicting you with their corruption, and when the people of Kredolis were protected at the appointed time, they spoke and said, "Ascended Masters, guide us so that we may not repeat the same mistakes." And we said, "You will repeat them, but behold the Emerald Tablet. If it should remain in place, then perhaps you will not repeat them." And we wrote for them on the tablet instruction and explanation for all things, saying, "Take them with determination and order your people to take the best of it. Remember the home of the corruptors, which lie on the ocean floor. Know this, that which is above is like to that which is below, and that which is below is like to that which is above. May this temple be a reminder."
This realm is bound by duality. Not equal are the blind and the seeing, the darkness and the light, nor the shade and heat. Among the signs is a sun, a blazing light upon this realm. Had you been present in the realm of Agatha, you would have witnessed our sun, a warm, dim, radiating light. Eternal is its heat as well as its shade, lest it cease. And if it should cease, surely you would stagnate. Indeed, those who spend out of this knowledge that was provided for them can expect a transaction that will never dissatisfy. In it is wisdom for the knowing.
I heard an overseer talking on the radio, and he mentioned an alchemical immortality potion. Now it makes sense why the Institute has been pressuring us so much. We did find a large room with many different vials. The overseers injected one of the foreign workers with one, and his body froze instantly. The sight was disturbing. We insisted on hazardous material suits after that. It also seems that there's a power struggle within the Institute. Some leaders are offering to inject themselves with a vial, thinking they will attain immortality. They're in disagreement with what to do with these discoveries. The rooms we've been able to enter are decorated in stories. These stories don't match our history and are contradictory at points with our world. Our known history has either been altered or these stories are myths. Some of the stories have even mentioned that the Earth is hollow. How can that be possible?
Norea, our lineage can be traced back beyond antiquity, from the earliest times of history and beyond. Our institute has been guarding the knowledge of Agartha, even before the rise and fall of Atlantis. After the deluge caused by the Ascended Masters that sank Atlantis, we were scattered to all corners of the world, and our ancient secrets were lost. Our ancestors had ruled over Egypt and Babylonia, among many other civilizations. Our founder and forefather, Atlas, was the king of Atlantis, and so much was sacrificed as he was betrayed by the Ascended Masters. We were seeking the negative harvest while they were working to prevent it. Norea, to know your origins, you must examine your ancient ancestors. We became pieces, and now you must use your wisdom to seek them. The knowledge was always there for you. It is the primordial knowledge of a civilization that predates yours. A civilization that left behind knowledge when it was close to total collapse. Knowledge that made us and you. Ask yourself, Norea, what did you really discover?
I can't believe the Institute wants to nuke the island. They apparently filed for bankruptcy and have sent almost all of the employees back home. I'm one of the last security officers left, and I've been assigned to escort the overseers into the lighthouse. I don't know for what purpose. So much has been sacrificed to reveal the mysteries of this island. So many people have died during our time here. So many unbelievable artifacts were uncovered. How can they abandon it, let alone destroy it? I believe the bomb will be detonated remotely once we're inside the lighthouse. I've placed a signal jammer near it, so this atrocity can't take place. Whatever happens to me, let the remains of this bomb be a testament to the corruption of the Institute.
After reaching the ancient lighthouse, we discovered that it was not part of the city of Atlantis. The sonar scans revealed that the structure was near the coast and runs deep into the ocean, far below the seabed. However, none of our scanners have revealed anything inside the lighthouse. It's as if the walls are blocking outside signals. We will need to bring more specialized equipment to enter the lighthouse, and the workers have built hydraulic lifts so that we can get on it from the ship. But the large waves make it too dangerous to do so. Only a handful of people can enter and leave the lighthouse. Some of the scientists have suggested constructing a maglev tram to the lighthouse so we can transport people and equipment more easily. The overseers initially denied our request based on the costs, but eventually approved it after research stalled long enough.
Fools are those who follow the King of Atlantis. He has corrupted the knowledge we have received from the Ascended Masters. This breaks our harmony with nature. It will be our undoing. Humility in life is our highest virtue. We reach enlightenment through rejection of the material. Instead, the King has complicated every simple gift we have received from the Ascended Masters. Their knowledge belongs to those who are independent of Atlantean society. Indeed, the people of Atlantis live artificially and hypocritically. The Atlanteans live in their dwellings high in the sky, while their morality lies in the depths of the ocean. They do not heed my warnings and are ignorant. Soon, they too shall lie on the ocean floor, as these trembles grow fiercer.
We have made fire in the sky and adorned it to the beholders, and we have preserved it from every corrupter. They wish to extinguish light with their corruption, but we will only allow its light to be perfected. And if we were to open for them the gateway deep into Agartha, so that they were to continue ascending through it, they would surely say, "Indeed, our sights have been amazed. Rather, we are a people enchanted." They have sought to reach it, but found it filled with stern enigmas and fiery sentinels. And even if one were to enter now, they would find trials in ambush for them. With might and expertise did we construct the lighthouse, for it is we who protect the vastness of Agartha.
The books I managed to decipher tell of a large ancient city called Agartha, which resides deep inside the earth. The books also say that the earth is hollow and that the city resides in the interior of the earth's shell. I believe the Ascended Masters saved their followers from the Atlantean deluge and led them through this lighthouse into the interior of the earth. Agartha might even to this day be populated by the people of Kredolis. If this is true, it explains why the rain and wind against my skin is getting on the seat as well. Passing by a sky so dim as the can't help but have eyes drawn deep towards the speeding ground. Free me, please. Quick, before they come back. Thank you. My name is Noria. They've locked me in here because they think I'm with the Institute. Well, I was, but not anymore. Come with me. Can you believe Agartha is real? We're actually inside the Earth. Wow, another trap. I don't recognize you from the crew. How did you even get here? I thought they destroyed... Never mind. Believe it. It's more beautiful than I imagined. I see people over over there. Tell me, is this just a dream? We should find our way to the city. Take me to the city. Why? Because these are my people. I'll be the hatchway for you. I'll be your world. Breathe. You're free. Eternally.